You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith. Johnson.
From the AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AfterBuzz TV's Bad Girls Club After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Bad Girls Club After Show.
But she like pumps up.
She does a little pump up thing. Wait, right here. She goes. And then she does a little shimmy shake.
I can't do
No one
it.
can do it as good as Siobhan.
Siobhan, we're trying.
Yo, what up, AfterBuzzers? Bing is for doing, and we are here trying to do Siobhan's after dance for Bad Girls Club Season 11. Juice-tify My Love.
We should play that song. The old one. Justify My Love.
There you go. I mean, that's a little. Would you have danced to it? The Madonna dance where you have to like
Yeah, I would have. I would have definitely done
Yeah.
that.
break out your Miley Cyrus leather. Yeah, all right, I'm into it. Unfortunately, Siobhan is not here with us today. Andrea was getting too buck wild yesterday. She was being a bad girl herself for her birthday, so she's a little under the weather and couldn't make it today. But the lovely Stephanie Bauer is here in studio finally.
Whatever. I heard what you said about me last week on the show.
What did I say?
I think you called me a bitch.
I probably did. She is a bitch. I love her. And it's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy, and rocking in the booth is Marissa,
What's up, guys?
who just got her new haircut, looking
I did.
fly.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you haven't been here, so what is the tea? What do you
Okay.
think about these new girls that came in?
Well, I just want to talk about the two, most popular girls on the show are gone last week, Mimi and Sarah. So I was really happy that Mimi left, and I'm glad they sent her home first. I didn't see it coming that Sarah was going to go home.
Really?
But I'm really glad that Mimi got sent home. I was surprised. I mean, I understand the eye thing. That's really bad. But it kind of doesn't seem like they've ever cared about that kind of thing in the past.
Well, the only time that we said that they did, that I can recall, go back to, is the fork. Remember, with the Hot Pocket, and then she came out with the fork
Yeah.
and put it in her face?
Yeah.
That one was
Yeah.
the only time that they actually cared.
I'm
I
just so
just
glad
wish
she's gone.
Sarah was still here, finally, because I feel like her and Janelle would get
Yeah.
along.
Yeah. We both agreed on that.
Like, producers, y'all messed up with that one, because that would
That's
have
what I
been...
just kept thinking. I was like, okay, Mimi's gone, whatever. But when they told Sarah she was going home, I was like, producers, what are you thinking? That is the show. Did you not realize that the last show before that, all anybody talked about was Sarah? Like, what were they thinking? They didn't have to send her home. I mean, I know she got in a lot of fights, but I don't think she was a serious aggressor. People
Well, and I
were
don't even
pushing
think she
her.
was, honestly, really the instigator. I feel like... Yeah, maybe she started the actual physical confrontation, but it's like, look at who's instigating and
Yeah, I know.
that. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Janelle, because I feel like Janelle's kind of being put in the same situation.
I gotta say, I'm really sick of the all season
Gang up on one person.
up on one person. I miss the days where it's like this person hated this person who secretly hated this person who hated this other person. That's what's interesting to me. I hate this Rima gang
It's like a
up
pack, yeah.
stuff.
Ever since Rima, I feel like it has
hate
kind of been
it.
that pack mentality thing. And we want to know what you guys think, too, so make sure you guys call in. We're live right now. Call us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. All right, let's just start with it.
Yep.
Last week, we ended with Teresa, crazy in the limo, with her boyfriend, ex-boyfriend,
Girl,
whatever
we
he
all
is.
been there.
We've all been there, but it's like... When a man, I'm going to just keep saying it. When a man irritates you so much that you tattoo him ripping your heart open.
Is this the same guy?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that. I knew it was another it was an ex-boyfriend. Is it him?
I'm assuming, well, okay, I am assuming it's him
Yeah.
just because she brought up the tattoo as she was talking about AR, and she said that the two of them have been very on and off for a really long time. And I mean...
Girl, relationships are not supposed to be that hard.
And he must clearly feel real close to you that he can call you and be like, hey, so are we together this week or...
Here's my thoughts on that. He didn't sound like he was at a bar. He sounded like he was at home just trying to like start a conversation to see what page she was on and push her buttons. I really don't think he was out at a bar waiting to hook up with a girl right there.
Could you imagine, like, he's flirting with some girl, he's like, hold on 1 second. Hey, babe.
Yeah, it just doesn't happen. I mean, maybe if you're like going through a divorce or something, it's like, where can we start hooking up with other people? But I don't think that was the case. He's just like literally effing with her.
Yeah. And clearly knows how to keep her on strings because she is a puppet to him.
So she went crazy.
Swings on Stephanie.
Well, here's the thing. So this was last week, so we didn't get to talk about it, but Stephanie laughed, and that made me mad. Everybody was being so cool with her and like, let's help her. She's wasted.
That's interesting because I didn't catch that.
Stephanie laughed. Like, we haven't been seeing anything from Stephanie, so I got to say I was a little happy that she did something because, girl, you're getting boring. But, yeah, she laughed. And so Teresa's like, who just laughed? And freaks out. But then what makes it even worse is that she tries to fight her, which, whatever, she's drunk. She's going to try to fight anyone. But Stephanie really came back and was legitimately trying to fight this girl. Did you notice that?
I did notice that. And that's kind of, we did say that last week. I mean, it's like, if you're not as drunk as someone and you know how drunk they are, it's kind of like, especially if you're cool with them. If you're not cool with them, I guess that gives you an excuse to kind of start something. But it's like, you know you're cool with Teresa. Like, why are you all of a sudden like, you know, guards up, I need to fight this bitch.
And if anyone should have been mad, which she was a little, was it Jazz or T sitting next to her? She kept getting elbowed and hit.
Jazz.
And, yeah, Jazz could have gotten really mad, but Stephanie, whatever. So the next day on this episode, we see them apologize, but I don't think that Teresa knows until she's going to go back and watch the footage that Stephanie was about to try to fight her. And I don't think she would have been so accepting of any apology or sort of smoothing things over if she realized that Stephanie was really trying to fight her.
Well, Stephanie could also, you know, say, I was drunk. And, you know, in the heat of the moment, like, I just saw you coming at me and, you know, I put my hands up.
Why are you sticking up for Stephanie? We don't even like her. She's
I know,
boring.
I don't. But, you know, it's not that I don't not like her.
We expected more.
I did expect more. And then it's also kind of like, you're kind of boring me.
Yeah, we thought that she was going to be like the girl, and clearly she's sick. It's starting to gross me out and freak me out. She's like wearing the face mask.
The SARS mask. Like,
it's been like 3 days now.
Yeah. So Teresa sits down. She talks about how her ex has control over her, and she wants to go home. And the girls are just trying to make her realize, like, whoa, girl, like Teresa,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you just to stop talking to this man. You know what I mean? Like, you don't deserve that. Get the tattoo removed off of you. Like, get a damn eagle. Get an eagle over it or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's gonna be a bitch of a tattoo to get off of you.
I think that Teresa like loves it. She clearly
there are
loves
girls that
the
do
drama.
like that,
And I mean, if you're gonna get that tattooed on your body, you kind of like this pain that you're going through.
And that's interesting that you say that because I do kind of think Teresa
is emo.
I don't think emo, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But I think that she does get something out of negative attention. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I didn't realize that until the end of this episode where she was jumping at Janelle.
Right?
It was just kind of like, girl, what?
I remember when she flipped on Sarah out of nowhere.
Exactly. We have a caller on the line. Caller, what's your name? Where are you from?
Elijah from Brooklyn.
What up, BK in the house? All right, so where do you stand with this episode?
I honestly did not watch this episode because I do not care for this episode. I do not care for nobody in that house anymore.
Really?
So it's just like blah.
Why are you upset?
I was calling all last week and nobody picked up.
Oh, we're sorry. Well, all right. So wait, what did you want? Let's go to last week. So obviously you're clearly a Mimi or Sarah fan.
Smiling, of course.
All right. So there you go. All right. So
like last week, I just think that Sarah is just like so phony. It's just for the fact that like Rocky got jumped more and worse than she did, but you didn't see Rocky running to Twitter or running on Ustream, running her mouth, dropping hints about the season. That's the only reason why these fans like her. Because I honestly would have never thought in a million years that Rocky would have got jumped, but you didn't see her crying about it every 5 seconds. You know what I mean? So I just think that makes Sarah weak, and I find it hilarious how people are like, oh, yeah, Mylan's weak because she scratched her. I'm sorry, but Sarah got her ass whooped, like, really bad. Like, if you really look at the fight, Sarah got beat up badly. Like, Tiana popped her in her face. Even Jazz, I wouldn't even call that a fight. I called that, like, chicken scrapping, like, whatever. Like, that was not worthy of being called a fight. But, like, Sarah missed every one of her hits. And, like, Jazz, like, got more hits to her. But the key thing that I want to touch on is the editors, because you can clearly tell that the editors really screwed up the fight, because it's like there's parts of it that they show, and then when they finally show the whole fight, there's parts of it missing. For example, for the Mylan versus Sarah fight on BGC, making it to the mansion, you see the part where Sarah starts swinging, and then it cuts to the part where Mylan starts uppercutting her.
Mm-hmm.
But in this episode, they cut that out. They cut that out of the fight.
And so you're saying Sarah started the fight through the first punch?
Huh?
So you're saying Sarah threw the first punch?
Oh, no, Sarah didn't throw the first punch. Mylan did, but just like when after like in the when the fight first started, like it went from like Mimi swinging and then Sarah swinging and Sarah keep on swinging to it cut to the part where Mylan was uppercutting her.
Mm-hmm.
But when the episode came on and they finally aired the fight, they skipped the part where Mylan was uppercutting her.
Well,
And,
I mean, we definitely saw
them like you can see them like teleporting, like they were in one position and then like out of nowhere Mylan had got on top of Sarah and started punching, and then out of nowhere they just started holding each other's hair, and then now Sarah's face is all up in the camera and whatnot, and I'm just like, what?
Well, the thing is, all right, so BGC edits the hell out of the episodes, period. But from what I understand, they can't show an entire fight full through because that's misrepresenting what Bad Girls Club is about. They don't want to. It's something about they don't want to show an entire fight. They don't want to promote fighting like that, which is mystery because that's what Bad Girls is. But that's why they chop the fights.
But they want to promote hoeing on the show. I mean, like, they have a mistress and Mylan who talks about Justin Bieber every 5 seconds. I love Mimi, but I got to put it out there. Like, but y'all promote sluts, but y'all don't promote fighting. Like, come on now.
Oh, well, I mean, hey, that's why we love the show, because it's just, you know, the biggest contradictory to itself. Well, how do you feel about Mimi? They're saying Mimi doesn't show up to the reunion. How do you feel about that?
I mean, like, I honestly don't care, because it's just like, at the end of the day, they did, like, mess her up because she was tweeting about how they asked her, what's the meanest thing that you've done to her friend? And she said, well, I was tweeting stuff about how her friend had sex with these ball players, and she was listing them because that's what she tweeted. And then she was like, well, mind you, I'm blocked by Dwight Howard on Twitter. But in the commercial, they twisted her words all up and made, like, she said one thing about Justin Bieber, and then they just showed clips of her saying other people's names. So it looked like she was name dropping, but that was just us, like, assuming. Like, what if I said, oh, yeah, I had sex with a celebrity, and they took clips of me saying other random celebrities' names?
Right.
Like, that would be just us assuming. So I would be pretty done just after that.
Well, I mean,
Like,
here's my thing about her with that, because, I mean, I guess I watch so many of these episodes, I know what is edited and not. The only people that I got from that she actually slept with is Rob Kardashian and Justin Bieber, that she put out there, because she did say Rob Kardashian had the wackest he was the wackest in bed. And then Justin Bieber, this is from what I've heard on all the BGC blogs, is that she got upset about the joke when she said, you know, something about just in, And then she put her pinky up. And to me, it's kind of like, well, you can't really get mad at them because I never took it that she slept with Dwight Howard or the other basketball player. I just got like, they probably were looking at her like, oh, this bitch put too much tea out. I don't need her to be on my Twitter anymore because she gonna read the wrong thing and say some shit. No. So that's what I got from that. But I mean, come on, girl. They've been promoting this Justin Bieber thing, so I really hope it's not. She didn't show up because she's irritated or something. I don't know if it's true. I heard she's like trying to sue them, which that would be a really big mistake because the last girl that sued them is don't do that, girl. But Justin Bieber, you know, it's like you went to the promo and said that joke and put your pinky up and. You know, I
honestly think that they forced them to say some stuff like that. I mean, like, or she was just saying it in, like, the spur of the moment just as a joke. But, like, they sent her an email of stuff that they wasn't supposed to send. So if you tell me that you're not going to air this, that, and the third clip, then don't air this, that, and the third clip. Like, if y'all were going to air that clip, you should just said, yo, we're going to air this clip.
There we go. Well, we're hopefully going to get Mimi in studio very soon. So,
no, that's my girl. I have to call in.
Well, then you definitely make sure you pay attention to us. And thank you for calling in. What's your Twitter handle?
Well, my Twitter is temporarily suspended, so...
Wait, you got blocked from Twitter? You taking this whole I love Mimi thing a little too hard? No, I'm just kidding. I will give it out there so that way when it's not suspended, people can holler at you. Or you have Instagram?
It's FVCKELI.
There you go. All right, thank you for calling in. Make sure you call us. Keep on checking in for when Mimi calls in.
Okay.
All right. All right, so Teresa feels bad for Stephanie the next day. End of story with that whole Teresa story. I can't lie. Tiana's boyfriend, Ronnie.
Boyfriend out of nowhere. All these boyfriends are like coming out of the woodwork. Yeah. I don't know why they do it that way because like on the real world, they immediately when they introduce someone, it's like, I'm in a relationship. Or so we can at least like get our bearings. Like, okay, this girl, she shouldn't be acting like a skank on the first episode because she has a boyfriend, but Bad Girls Club just throws it on us. Yep. So we find out Tiana has a boyfriend, Ronnie. And now we know why they decided to let us know about that. It's because she totally tries to hook up with Gigi.
And Ronnie loves him some Tiana.
They're so cute. So they showed him on the phone twice. So the first phone call, they were really cute. She's like, he would do anything for me. He's always taking care of me. He's always good to me. But did they say how long they've been together? I don't think they did.
I don't think they did.
They made it seem like it's long enough, you know, like it's a long enough relationship.
And, you know, it was funny because she called him, what was it, twice before she broke up with him? No,
it was the one phone call where we get introduced to him, and she's like, he takes such good care of me, we're great, and they showed the picture of him. Then she calls him, like, the next day.
Oh, here's what it is. So she calls him the next day.
Why do you love me?
Yeah, and, like, but to me, the first thing I started to write down was, I feel like you set him up, like, so bad. Like, how do you call someone and, like, ask them all the questions so that they give you all the mushy answers, and he's just on the phone like, I love you and you're my baby.
He didn't see it coming, poor thing.
No, and then she's like, well, you know, Ronnie, I don't know if I'm in love with you. How do you know? Like, what, bitch?
I'm only 21. I gotta find myself. Like.
And so my thing is you know, I'm assuming maybe Tiana really is a full-blown lesbian. And her, I mean, because what else is the reason you've been with this man? This man clearly seems like
the only nice boyfriend we've ever seen on Bad Girls Club ever. ever.
I mean, Tiana's punani must be just heating up in there like, this is your calling. You're in the bad girl's house. Let me free! Like...
So. I could definitely see her being like full blown, and not that the guys are a cover, but she said that she had self-esteem issues when she was younger, and I could totally see that. So I feel like if a guy likes her, she's like, okay, let's be in a relationship.
Well, and she's also said she's hooked up with close female friends.
Exactly. So I think this is like a thing.
It's Fallon.
She's done this before.
Fallon,
totally Fallon
3.0, because we have a Fallon every damn season. So she wants to take a break and find herself. All right, girl.
2 hours later.
Right. 2 hours later, her and Gigi go clubbing, and T tells her that, you know...
No, Gigi knows something's up at first. She's like, I kind of feel like you have a crush on me. I can't see myself having that conversation with any of my girlfriends. No. I feel feel like you have a crush on me.
Yeah, I think you would have to let them.
awkward.
Because what if she was like, bitch,
No?
what?
No,
Bitch,
I
are you a
don't.
dyke? Like, what? Like, whoa, I was just going to say, you know, I really love our friendship, but you coming at like, great, what you want? And bitch, you want to drink some of the Campbell soup? Girl, sit down, put it back on the shelf, like, later.
But no, T was like, yeah, no, I got more than a little crush on you.
Yeah, like, all right, girl, calm down. And, you know, Gigi does kind of give, but it's that New Yorker in her. She gives that, like, hard, you know, man, like, so maybe that's what T was feeling from her. Gigi has a very strong personality.
Yeah.
I'm just totally being a judgmental person off of what I've seen in this episode. I'm assuming Ronnie is kind of maybe a pushover, and that's kind of what maybe T doesn't like that. Maybe she wants someone to kind of take charge, and that's what she sees in Gigi.
Yeah. I mean, I can see, I don't want to say like Gigi looks like a lesbian or acts like one, but she does have those qualities that, you know, maybe T saw and thought. Because I don't think T, if T didn't feel like she could get anything back, she'd just be doing this for a waste of time, right? So they go home.
They go home.
And I was pointing out to Jesse, I'm like, look how uncomfortable Gigi looks in bed. She was like doing the old take off the bra under the shirt so you don't have to take off your shirt. And she like,
you know, and this is
over.
Gigi's fault because I don't know if you've been in this, but I feel like a lot of people have been in place where someone has come on to you and you're cool with them, but it's like, oh, I don't want it to go there. So you kind of got to play like the whole like, laugh in your face, like we're still friends, but like, oh, I'm so drunk, I got to sleep in a bed by myself and sprawl up.
Lock the door.
Yeah.
Here comes T with her pillow, like, walking.
Like, hey, girl.
Yeah. So awkward.
So awkward. And then Gigi's trying to be a good friend and like, you know what, like, let's just go to sleep. And then T boldly asks her if she can eat her out.
Oh my God.
Ooh, girl, that is just, your teacup is overflowing, girl, talking about, she just done told you, you know, I respect that, I'm not into it. And maybe it was the liquor talking, or maybe it was T being like, you know what? But that's, if you have self-confidence issues, like,
You wouldn't just come out with it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, like,
I think she likes saying that phrase because she said it like 3 times later in front of people. She's like, I straight out said that I wanted to do this to you. Like, you don't have to keep saying it. She seriously said it like 3 or 4 times. So I think she just like,
maybe she's just saying it out loud because she wants to accept it.
Yeah.
Like, I love vagina.
yeah. But the thing is, before they showed them roll over like in bed together and T saying that, Gigi said on her on-camera interview, she's like, and that's when things took a turn for the different or something. And I was like, oh, they really did it.
I thought they were going to too.
Didn't.
Nope,
So-
they didn't. And then, but I mean, come on, how awkward is that if you're not into girls?
I know.
Like, really, Steph, if you was just laying in bed with your friend and she was like, hey, Steph.
Stop! Don't even say it.
Hey, at Steph Bauer TV.
No, don't even say it. Poor T takes her pillow and was out of there.
Girl, hell yes.
She walked out. She took her pillow and went down the hall.
Tiana does not take rejection well, she says.
This is like single white female. She's like sitting in the bed. I do not take rejection.
Yeah,
well.
and I almost thought it was going to be like a Unabomber situation because then the bitches around the house like,
I know.
just staring with like this daze out like,
If I was Gigi, I'd be getting nervous.
yeah, like if I was anyone in the house, I'd be like, girl, can you just let her eat the box real quick? Like, like just take one for the team because I ain't trying to die in this house. I've seen past episodes of Bad Girls Club where bitches go crazy, and I ain't trying to have that happen in here.
Yeah, she really did
And
turn.
Tiana seems like that type of crazy bitch. Bitch, you pouring water on people while they sleeping. Like, girl, she'll come up there and be like there with a knife, like, hey, girl, you gonna let me eat that box or what? Like,
Stop saying it.
all right. Whew. Before we get back into that, another relationship issue, let's get back onto it. Teresa feels like AR is killing the relationship. Duh, bitch, the relationship been dead. Like I keep saying, once you get a tattoo on your fucking chest, I can't even control my language right now, of a man ripping your damn heart out, bitch, the relationship been dead. Your heart is no longer in your body, clearly. That's how you have felt for a long, because that tattoo probably took how many damn hours, girl?
Right? That's like Doug going back 3 times.
Boop. So I'm going to need you to calm down with the AR thing. Leave him. Teresa, her family, whoever cares about this girl, take him out of her damn life.
And he's like, I love you with everything in my heart and every fiber of my being. What?
And that's the mind fuck right there.
Yeah.
And but we need Teresa to get some strong female friends in her life to be like, girl, now she needs gay friends. That's what she needs.
I think if it's ever going to happen, it'll be on this show because they're already trying to.
Yeah,
help
but
her.
then, we see it so many times on the real world. They say, or even, let's go back to Rima. Rima was like, I'm done with this dude, and then she goes back, and now she's back with the dude. That's what, you know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, okay, it's easy to say that on a TV show where everything's paid for, and you're in Miami, and you're in a house with a bunch of girls who are like, girl power!
Yeah.
Like, bitch, it's like a fucking Spice Girls reunion. But then when you go back to damn, Iowa, wherever the hell she's from, and you're sitting in your house like, looking at pictures of him, like, or looking in the damn mirror like, his hands. Like, girl, I needed to calm down. So Gigi's friends come from out of town.
Dun, dun, dun.
I thought it was going to be way more serious.
I thought it was going to be World War III.
I did too. I thought like the guy was going to like say something in front of T, and T was going to flip out and like, try to fight that man.
Dude, we thought Gigi was going to hook up with him, really push T over the edge. Nothing.
Oh, so you can... No, you did not really just get scared.
I was looking down. You scared me.
You really scared of
I
T.
was like sweating. Dude, you scared the shit
Because I
out
could really
of me.
see T being like, oh, so you'll suck dick, but you won't let me eat the box? Like, girl, come on.
That's her, exactly.
All right, so her friends come. Gigi tells her friends. And that's what I thought was going to be
Yeah.
the argument. Because I can't believe you really just get
You really scared me. I was like looking down at my pen. Okay.
Sorry for anyone at home if that was loud or I scared you. She tells her friends. That's where I thought Tiana was going to flip out like, bitch, why you running around telling everyone my business? What happened in between you and me? Like, I thought it was going to be that, but she didn't.
Yeah, and they didn't talk about it. Nobody knew in the house. Jazz is like, I had a feeling something was up, and then T says it right in front of her. And Stephanie's got the face mask on, but you can see her go.
Yep. Well, so all the other girls go play laser tag. Boring. Stephanie has the flu. Boring. And then we get T acting weird while her friends are over towards Gigi. And then Gigi starts crying, tells her she's hurt. Because she can feel the tension. Tiana's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't mad at all, girl.
While she's thinking about her voodoo doll she has in the other room with pins in it.
So then in between that, we get Shanae, who is irrelevant to the story other than the fact that she hates her roommate. But then she keeps saying that Janelle is, this weak sauce bitch. But then she never confronts Janelle that she's irritated with her. Instead, she just tells all the other girls, like, oh, let's all hate Janelle.
Can we talk about how much we don't like this girl now? I really
First of all,
her.
it took me how damn long to even remember this bitch's name.
We literally had to look it up on the computer while we were watching the show.
I mean, like, talk about irrelevancy.
Yeah. And she looks old, like.
I mean,
older.
I don't really comment on the way she looks. She's just irrelevant to me. She's just in the house.
I was just saying she just like seems older than the rest of the girls.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, I don't like her.
If you guys don't like her either, call in and let's read her. So just
Yeah.
424-256-1729. If you don't like Shanae, call in right now and let's hear it.
I don't like the way she keeps pointing out that Janelle is mad about $10 lemonades or the $3 juice. It's like, wait a second. It seems like you're the one that's mad about all these dollar exact amount figures.
Yeah.
Shanae's like written them down.
Well, it's just like, okay, I understand people irritating people in a house and you have to be around them and maybe they're roommates, so maybe Janelle just be saying it all the time. First of all, Janelle, 2 lemonades for $10 and they were strawberry. They were probably big, nice, real. Girl, come on. I know if you bougie, then you paid. Bitch, I'd be paying $10 for 1 lemonade if you bougie. You know what I'm saying? So she needs to calm down with that. But 2, it's just like every little thing, and I feel like this is something that I feel like it's the Wolfpack syndrome. It's you're new to the house. You feel irrelevant because the girls already have a clique. You hear her the whole episode talking about, I feel like me and the girls have a really good vibe. I feel. She's like the little girl like on the side team, like, can I play? And so, okay, here's Janelle. Everyone's some people are kind of not getting along with her. How can I add fuel to the fire?
Oh, I wrote down the exact same thing. She feels like if she has it out for Janelle, which we don't really know why, except that she kind of annoys her, big deal. But the worse she makes Janelle look, everyone likes her better because they came in together. You got to pick one or the other. It's not like, oh, we kind of like her, we kind of like her. No, we hate this one, so we like you even better because, let's face it, she's boring. She doesn't really party that much. I don't think the girls would like her that much if she came in by herself. You know, the fact that she came in with Janelle, she's pointing out everything.
Actually, I don't think they wouldn't not like her because I think she's just so.
Exactly. I didn't say. I just think that they wouldn't like her as much as they do. Like, have included her in.
Well, yeah, because they have ammo and she can jump on the team and like, oh, let's all hate Janelle. Which I'm not even like crazy about Janelle, but.
I think she's the epitome of like bad girl, what we need on the show. Not that she's like mean fighting bad girl, but she's just like entertaining to watch, like complaining about this, talking about how amazing she is. That's what I want to see on Bad Girls Club.
Well, okay, so then they go to the King of Diamonds, and then we see this is where Janelle and Teresa kind of like, you know, which I liked the two of them hanging out together. I thought it was really cool and fun. They get private dance, and Janelle's just sitting there bougie, like.
She's like,
And then in the club, Gigi tells Jazz, "You're my favorite in the house." Why would you done say that?
And T was standing right there. And this is why you know T's a little like,
What's going on?
She goes, what's going on? If somebody said if somebody was standing right here and they went up to you and said, I like you, you're my favorite, I wouldn't, bring awareness to that. I'd be like, oh, I'm going to act like I didn't hear that, like.
Right, because bitch, if you did come over to me and say something, I'd be like, oh, hey, we're just talking about minding our business.
Yeah.
Like, what? Like, what do you mean?
Like, what'd you say? What?
And then
Awkward.
Gigi starts getting up in her face, talking about she's irritated and she's crying, and then we get to the confessional, or they get in an argument, then they go home to the confessional. Gigi's crying over Tiana. Tiana confronts Gigi, and the other girls tells her she eats the box, wanted to eat the box, and why she is the way she is, and then apologizes to Gigi.
Well, T is clearly trying to start a fight because it's easier for her to handle it that way. She's trying to fight Gigi, like in the club.
Because she's embarrassed.
Yeah, exactly. So it's easier for her to like start a fight. She's like, I'll fight. Like, what? So that's the way she wants to handle it. And then she said, I wish Gigi would have come to me when she was sober and not drinking. Well, she did. Remember in the leopard bikini?
And you were sitting there looking like damn crazy, like you're gonna damn blow something up. Like,
I think these two are really going to go at it later.
Really?
Yeah, you can already see it a little bit. Because T's hurt. She's rejected.
And I just really, if Bad Girls could happen the way I want it to happen, I would die. I would love it so much this season if Gigi ends up hooking up with another girl in the house. And that's who I was kind of thinking of. And
she won't, though.
I know she won't, but how awesome would that be?
But she might, though, because there's like prettier girls than Tiana.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Right, and no one's crazy. Although crazy probably eats the box real good.
Jesse!
Gigi's friends come over to the house. They're hanging with all the girls. They're taking shots.
Who?
Gigi's friends.
Oh, yeah.
And Gigi's female friend goes to the kitchen, grabs some juice, brings it out. Janelle comes in. She's like, oh, bitch, is that my juice? Right, you drinking my juice? Okay, you drinking my juice.
Juice. She said juice like 10 times. She's on her phone. She's like, I don't drink coffee. I don't drink soda. I don't drink water. What do I drink? No, and her friend's like, no, seriously, what do I drink? Juice? Like, okay, we get it with the juice thing. But here's what I don't understand. Was she mad about them drinking her juice? Because I think it turned into that. But I think the first comment she said is she's like, whoa, everyone needs to stop drinking the juice. It's getting, like, contaminated. Isn't that what she said?
Yeah, she's.
Okay.
It was something.
Because that's what I would be. I'd be like, with Stephanie walking around with a face mask on, yeah, I'd be a little worried about contamination.
Yeah, so then we see damn Janelle looking over in the corner like, oh, is there a problem? Like, is the, bringing up the issue about the damn juice. Oh, you can go in the fridge. There's some orange juice with a blue cap on it. Like, oh, look at you. Just want to be the hero of the damn episode. So here's the thing, Janelle. It's like, girl, they already done got the juice. Just be like, yo, Gigi, your friends got the juice yesterday. Do you mind buying me a new juice?
Yeah, I don't think she made that big of a deal about it. She said later.
She's probably sitting in the corner acting like.
Yeah,
I
you're
can
right.
imagine doing that,
Yeah.
which is whatever. Like, and if that's gonna irritate the girls, it's like, all right, then that irritates you, but get the hell over it. Like, it's some damn juice.
Yeah. Now, Shanae won't drop it, and she's talking about it the next day out on the balcony. And
To Teresa,
yeah.
and takes that as like Janelle's talking shit.
Yeah, she totally did that. This is when the moment I started not liking Shanae, is when she did this. And then she makes it seem like being selfish is the worst thing on the planet. No, I would think like murderer, rapist, selfish.
Talking shit about other people.
Yeah, that's a quality I wouldn't want in a friend or an acquaintance. No, for her, it's selfish.
I don't have any selfish people in my circle. Well, bitch, you're in a house with 7 girls you don't know. And this is what you're supposed to do, is you're supposed to accept everyone else and kind of, I mean, we got Stephanie going around talking, preaching the damn bad girls rules everywhere she goes. She's like,
I wrote that down like 3
we're
times.
here in the bad girls club.
I wrote down clearly Stephanie got the memo of the new theme of the
Producers
new Bad
were
Girls
like,
Club.
make sure you keep pushing that you're here to change.
She's the only one that got the memo faxed to her.
And it's like, all right, she drank some, she's irritated about the juice. She is bougie, like, so what? She's not affecting you.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, Janelle sits in her corner, and if she's gonna be mad, everyone's like, we're at the club, and Janelle's sitting all by herself. Okay. She
Yeah.
ain't whispering into no one's ear.
Yeah.
She ain't trying to be scheming. She's
isn't doing anything.
her.
Yeah.
Why are you so irritated by
Yeah.
that? That's something inside of yourself that's going on.
Well, we think Jazz is jealous of her.
I do. Yeah, I definitely think Jazz is jealous of her. I think T has clearly,
Yeah.
which she says, she has some, self
Yeah.
issues, and I would not put it past Shanae, unless Shanae's like, producer said to Shanae, like, yo, you gotta spice it up a little
Yeah.
bit.
And I really do think it's we came in at the same time. I'm gonna make everyone hate you and not me.
You do think is that?
And they're sharing a room, so she sees it more than everyone else how annoying this girl could be.
Mm-hmm.
But after out on
And
the
it was interesting. We find out that Janelle graduated at the age of 16.
yeah, that she used to be good.
And Teresa's sitting there talking about, I really like Janelle. I just want her to open her mind more. Okay, so here you are. I love that Teresa said this. You want to help this girl.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to get it through someone's mind in a day. You're here for 3-4 months. Like, it takes time.
And she's
None of
like-
y'all are perfect.
Yeah. She's like, 5 minutes is up. You didn't do it. See ya.
So the girls go out. Well, Janelle calls her friend and says, yeah, I am bougie. Like, I can't help it.
Yeah.
The girls go out. No one's talking to Janelle. They get back home. And then here we go with Shanae talking about, I feel accepted by the girls. And T-Set feels Janelle has a hidden agenda. Bitch, what hidden agenda? Janelle don't care about you. And clearly that affects you, because when someone says, no, I don't want you, T snaps. That's not a hidden agenda. It's just, bitch, I don't fuck with you.
Yeah, it's kind of like Sarah all over again. Like, who cares?
I wish Sarah was in this house.
God, it feels like an entirely different show. It feels like a whole new show.
It really kind of does.
It feels completely different. I would have liked Sarah to stay 100,000%.
Get rid of
I could
Shanae.
have cared about, I could have cared less about Mimi, but it feels like a totally different show. And I feel like this is just the beginning, because how many more replacements are we going to see?
Well, at this point, I just need that big group of girls to get split up.
Right?
I
I'm
need
so
Jazz and
over
T to get
it.
into a fight. Like, I need that house to be split, because right now what it's doing is y'all are just picking on the one person who don't got nobody.
And no one wants to see you jumping in potato sacks, being friends, or playing laser
Right, and it's
tag.
like, oh, if you're not gonna play laser tag with us, or you can't sit with us, then you're not gonna be our friend.
Yeah, like
oh,
on the
okay.
duck tour.
Right.
And then when Mimi was leaving, she's like, I really loved being friends. And it shows them hopping in the potato sacks. I'm like, that is not why I tune into Bad Girls. Now I'm missing the challenge a little,
Right,
Like
and-
where they're all fighting.
So then Shanae says, and here's where you see how grimy of a girl girl is. I want to expose her.
What did that
are you
even
exposing?
mean? Nothing. You're not exposing anything.
Bitch, you gonna rip her weave off? Like,
No,
that's exposing. But like, what did Janelle do that was such an big expose? Like,
Does she not know the definition of expose? Because that means, like, we all know what it means except for Shanae. She's like just going to make up drama and lies about her. I mean, like she's taking a tiny little thing and turning it into a lie almost because she's making it such a big deal. That's not exposing
Janelle
someone.
didn't say you're selfish. She didn't say anyone in the house was selfish.
Yeah.
She said I'm a selfish person.
Yeah.
So she was talking shit about herself, and then you were like, I'm going to expose that she was talking about herself. All right, girl, you better do it. You better find a storyline,
Yeah,
girl.
the producers are like, there you go. That's what we meant by find a storyline quick.
So she says that to T. T goes into Janelle while she's sleeping and talking about, oh, so you was irritated that we was drinking your juice? Yeah, bitch.
Yeah. Did I never make, I wasn't hiding that.
Why are you irritated by that?
Yeah.
Is that rejection? Because I said I didn't want you to drink my juice, so now you're here as T with rejection. The bitch can't eat the box, bitch can't drink the juice. T's just irritated today.
And like Teresa is like, we're all living together. We should share. We should this, we should that. But no, we see it every season. A girl gets mad because their stuff gets touched because they do only have limited amount of stuff. They only drink certain things. They only have limited money to buy their stuff. They like put labels on their shit, you know? Like it is a bigger deal than we think it is.
All right, like,
in
let's
this
go back to the
house.
Hot Pocket.
Yeah.
You know, come on. Like, and I know these girls have watched the episodes before. And also on top of it, you know, a little is kind of to blame on Janelle. Maybe, you know, juice is like her thing. Like she said, I don't drink nothing else. Okay, well, explain that to the girls and be like, yo, you know, I don't care if y'all want a Hot Pocket or something. Like, just please ask me.
Yeah.
But the juice, can we please not touch that?
Yeah, and here's one more thing that would be annoying if it's not just your roommates drinking it, it's the house guests that it came. That's kind of
Right, it's like you knew your friends were coming in.
It was the New York friends.
You know, why don't you buy juice?
Yeah,
why
the
don't they pick up some juice on their way
Exactly.
here?
They're working their full-time jobs, still have money. These girls are in the house. They only have their limited amount of
And
money
obviously,
they
if
have.
you know Janelle has, and the other thing is, okay, Janelle has clearly made several comments that have sounded kind of cheap on her end. So maybe you might want to put the pieces together. Maybe this girl don't really got the money she says she has.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like some deep issues. You know what, girl? You have your juice and you have your $1,000
Yeah.
weave. Because clearly, if your hair is that important to you and you can't even put food in your stomach, like, all right, girl.
Did Siobhan say anything about the weave?
Girl, it's horrible. That is
I mean,
the
I
damn...
think it's bad, but like, is it really $1,000?
Girl, bye. Come on.
What?
Who was it from the past seasons? Who was
Yeah.
Who was that?
Megan.
Yeah.
whole
Now,
thing
see,
with Megan.
Megan's looked better than this girl's.
Yeah.
I'll give her that.
Is it? It's gotta just
But
be
Megan's was only $700.
It's $1,000 because it's so long. But oh my god, when she was hitting Jazz with the wig.
You got irritated with that?
Oh, I got irritated because I could like feel like when I'm somewhere out and this girl keeps flipping her hair and it keeps hitting my shoulders. I would be so mad.
Really? See, I didn't get why she was so
You wouldn't get it.
irritated
You're
by
a guy.
So she pours water on her while she's sleeping. Bitch, now here's my other problem. The only person who was really irritated by this was Shanae. So Shanae, and then all these girls are calling Janelle, you're a weak sauce, you ain't nothing. Like, why is T going to fight Shanae's battle? Like, Shanae, you're the one irritated with Janelle, yet you haven't said anything to her.
Nothing. Not one.
But you
thing.
keep talking to all the other girls. Like, that's a cockroach to me. Like, what are you doing? That doesn't even make sense. Like, you are the girl that you're talking shit about. You are her.
Yeah.
You're doing what you want Janelle to do. She's not even doing. The bitch is in bed, not even moving, and y'all pouring water on her. So then she gets out the bed, and then all y'all want to get up in front of her face like, oh, what? And then she says, my weave costs over $1,000. Y'all,
And she was
y'all
just
some
like kind of talking
brocos.
to herself
Right.
too.
Y'all some brocos. So then Teresa, Miss Sensitive, all of a sudden now.
I know.
Like,
Out of nowhere again.
and it's like, there's a part of me that wants to really, really like Teresa. Because I feel like she would be a really cool girl. But it's like, where is this coming from? Now you, oh, so who's a broco now? Like, what? Like, girl, you weren't even in the damn room. You weren't even in the damn conversation.
I know.
What? You was probably damn crying about AR in the other room. Probably in the mirror looking at your damn tattoo like, I miss him. Like, girl, why are you coming out here talking about, who's a broco? No, bitch. Like, yo, what?
I know.
You are not hyphy. You are not gangster. You ain't none of this. Like, what is going on? Like, let's use common sense. Were they drunk at this point? I don't even think they were drunk.
No.
I can't.
And she keeps picking up the phone, which is like that secret phone in the background, which is the phone.
A phone
that,
to producers.
Yeah, it's the phone to producers, I'm sure. And it's the one that Mimi was on that one time when we saw her in the background.
Although Mimi looked like she was on a cell phone that time, but yeah,
It's a
probably
portable
was that.
phone, though.
Oh, it was?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a portable phone. So Teresa keeps taking it and hanging it up.
Right. Oh, you want to keep picking up the phone? We're going to keep hanging up. Oh, you are a boss bitch, girl. You is doing it, Teresa. Like, all right, you show her.
Okay, the producers will just open the door that's right there and walk in to talk to her.
And be like, what's going on?
Yeah.
right.
Good job, Teresa.
But again, here's Shanae. Shanae ain't saying nothing. Shanae's over in the corner laughing.
But holding like T back. Remember when they were out on the balcony and T's like, I'm gonna go say something to her. She's like, hold on, don't
Well,
go say
yeah,
anything.
at first, because she knew she went and said some off shit.
Yeah.
But at the end, when T came up to Janelle, was putting her hands in her face, Shanae wasn't there. Shanae was off to the side, on the
No.
other side of the stairs. Like, all right, you're dumb. You're irrelevant, bitch. You're a damn bonbon and a damn case of chocolates. Like, bye. She keeps calling her whack. Well, oh, no, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't say that. I wrote down Teresa and Shay are acting whack. That's what I meant to say. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Then Janelle goes and writes on her picture. She's not writing on no one else's picture. She's not being, one of those bad girls that's like, slut, whore.
Yeah.
She's writing on hers, gifted, or,
Extremely blessed.
and Teresa's sitting there like, licking her fan, like wiping it off, like, girl, why are you mad? Why are you mad?
I know.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Teresa, the one person who was like kind of friends with her too.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe we need to get Teresa on the phone. I know we're supposed to get her real soon, so we're going to have to get her on the phone and talk and find out what happened in between, because maybe something happened in between.
I don't know. Teresa's just weird. We've seen this before with her.
All right. Well, I mean, that's pretty much the damn episode.
That was a lot.
It was a lot. It was a lot of too. I'm stressed. I'm just stressed with these girls.
But it just feels so new. It just feels so different with these.
Okay.
Mimi.
It does feel new without Mimi, and it's going to feel like that.
And
It's going to be
Sarah.
like the third chapter
Yeah.
coming up. But I feel like these girls, I don't know. I don't know what the difference between these girls and any other season. Like, I feel like the other girls in the seasons, like, really the only person who pops off is T. Nobody else, everyone else is kind of so wishy-washy. Like,
Yeah.
we're so team this side that, we don't even, I don't know.
It's weird vibe.
It's
weird.
really hard to pick which girls are actually sane. Because at first I thought Jazz was sane, but then it's like she'd just be tweaking over some random stuff, which I get it, because I mean, I can tweak over some stuff too, but like, I don't know, like, there's got to be some common sense that you can keep within these 3 months.
I like Janelle the best now. She's the only one that's really entertaining me. But I gotta say, I don't think that she's gonna be around for that long. I don't think she's gonna be able to hack it. I think she's gonna leave because we're not seeing any other interviews of her in any different clothes.
Well, we
which
see the
makes it,
huge fight.
Yeah, and I think that that's gonna be it for her.
Well, it must last a while because Gigi's wearing something totally different in the fights with her and Gigi.
I don't see her giving a shit that much. I think she's already over it. She's like, ugh.
Well, if you guys aren't over our show here, you guys can go on iTunes, download and subscribe, rate, and leave us a comment and let us know what you guys think about the show, who your favorite is, what you guys think. If we said something that you don't agree with, I want to know. Make sure you hit us up at iTunes and also check out The Adventures of Serial Buddies on iTunes. And on that note, let's head into predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
I feel like I caught whatever Stephanie has.
Right? That mask.
Just
Get
watching
out of
her
here.
all sick. She was just looking all sick. I felt like I'm catching SARS or something. All right, so next week we got pole dancing. The girls are going to go to Key West.
Which is so lame. I mean, I like Key West and everything, but it's like 3 hours or just a few hours south of Miami. That's not a vacation.
So I wonder, like I said, I think it's going to be maybe something like Mexico, where they went, a couple-hour drive to somewhere else in Mexico, and then their actual trip was Atlanta. So I'm thinking maybe they'll do something like that.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's just been so many replacements that, like, bitch, y'all ain't getting a trip. Like,
Yeah.
we cannot keep tabs on y'all. We cannot
Yeah.
have someone getting stabbed up in New Jersey or something, wherever the damn
Yeah.
vacation was going to be.
Yeah.
We'll do a 3-hour drive, and if y'all girls are bad, we're going to drive you right back.
Yeah. Turn Scar around.
We get a drag performance. The girls have to do their best drag performance. That should be interesting. And then Janelle versus Gigi, and then Janelle versus the host.
Well, and also Shanae finally yells at Janelle, I think. And this fight that we're going to see between Gigi and Janelle is the one they showed. The very first scene of Bad Girls Club this season was this fight, so you know it's going to be good.
And didn't it say 3 weeks earlier?
Was it 3? I don't remember that. I don't remember how many weeks earlier. But yeah, it was like foreshadowing. But this is going to be a big fight. And then apparently Janelle hits Gigi when she's walking away, and that's when Shanae gets mad.
Oh, yeah.
How are you going to hit, like...
Out of everything.
Really, you're just going to yell from the other... And you can tell she's far away, too. Nowhere near the fight, of course.
On that note, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit us up at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Also hit us up on iTunes. Download, rate, subscribe to our podcast, Bad Girls Club AfterBuzz TV. You guys can keep the conversation going with us. Also, I want you guys to do this. Hopefully y'all are still watching us right now. But we all know that at the beginning of this show, Siobhan does her little Bad Girls Club dance. I want y'all to make a Bad Girls Club dance, a music video for the intro to Bad Girls Club. Show us your best impersonation of or just your best dance moves to the Bad Girls Club theme song. We'll pick a winner and we'll show it on the show. So make sure you guys hit us up. You guys can tweet us at me at DJ Jesse J.
Steph Bauer TV.
Till next week, same time, same place. Peace.
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later, bitches.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principal.